We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here between the Houston Oilers taking on the New York Jets. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
With a start here to the ball game, you get the good kick return, followed by a quick first down through the air. If this defense isn't careful, they might be looking at a deficit before they know what hit them.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll look to throw here on first down.
That's complete. It's Adonai Mitchell.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
The Jets are 3-1 here through their first 4 games.
And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
He'll look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
When you look at this defense,
this unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd.
They'll run with Hall.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
On first down, right back to Hall.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
They'll set up the screen for Hall. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Four yards to go on second down from the 7. Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game. Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards. Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9. They'll set up to throw. Touchdown! Garrett Wilson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Cade York to kick off for the Jets.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Quickly to Phantom. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. And now an audible here into something else. Operating from the gun. Green. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Third down and 13. Now here's a throw out wide. Oh, this might be a double pass.
That'll be incomplete. Well, dipping into the bag of tricks there, but it does not work out, and it's fourth down now. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken right around the 44. Breaks through the contact. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Hall again. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle.
2nd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Mitchell. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
So he stopped for no gain, and that'll make it 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A great play there with a 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Jets lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Oilers 0. Cade York to kick off for the Jets.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man complete. A huge play there for Houston. 44 yards. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now the former volunteer, it's Dylan Sampson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He'll swing this out to Sampson. So no gain on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Green. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
2-yard line.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw, and they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Touchdown, Houston.
A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Oilers have cut it back within a score. The point after is good. And that'll make our score 14-7.
14. Oilers 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
On the return, the Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw here. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel McNeil-Warren. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
To Branch quickly. Dancing away at the 35. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st down, Oilers.
70 range, 19 tight, 19 tight. Buffalo 18. Warriors 17.
Back to throw. Green. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Green. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Sampson will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now, 3rd and goal. Now receiver in motion left. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Oilers are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14-all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll drop the throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. In motion comes the tight end left. Green down. Throwing to start the drive. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 35.
The rookie from Arkansas on target there. It's a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Sampson. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Green. He'll get this into the hands of Sampson. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Green. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
Complete to KC Concepcion. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Off play action. Green. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Through an opening, and there he goes. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Drain now. A final shot before break. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. But no reason for that from any wide receiver.
Oftentimes, you don't even hear the snap count, right? You just look inside, make sure the ball moves, then you take off. How he didn't do that is beyond me.
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Back to throw. Green. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Fielded at about the 28. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They go play action here on 1st down. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him 32 on the play. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
Hall ought to give up the middle. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Here's 2nd and 8. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal, pushes him back big time. And now you'd figure the field goal team coming on 4th. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away no good. And we will remain tied here in this third quarter. So a chance to give his guys a second-half lead there, but it goes by the wayside.
And, Brandon, that's the worst sound in the world for an NFL kicker. Gong!
That was good. Do that again.
Gong!
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. In motion goes the tight end. On first down, Sampson. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and a yard. They'll send a receiver in motion left. 2nd and 1. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, the turnover fell. And I do believe this is going to line up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. He's going to field this at the 4. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Third quarter of a 2-point game. A good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Green. His throw incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get the series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Green. Flush to his right. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Looking to throw. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Jets have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Sanders now to have the extra point. He's got it, and it's now a 21-16 lead.
Makes the score Jets 21, Oilers 16.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
At their own 35-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
It's 2nd and 8.
Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. We'll get back over to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Green from the gun on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for Houston. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. 72 yards on the punt return. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they hit the ball and kick it right to him.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Yeah, looks like they'll move things around here. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Green throwing to start the drive. That'll be complete to Sampson. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 2.
At the 27-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Green. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
It's caught. Mitchell. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll go with a push. And I don't think he went much of anywhere. They definitely didn't move the pile. And he's going to be stopped. No gain. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. They're going to try it again. And this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown. It's their quarterback scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Jets are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will make this a 19-point game.
York to kick off for the Jets.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
At their own 16-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Houston.
Back to throw now on first down. There's a short one caught by Fannin. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. And here's Green. From the gun, he'll throw. Room here to run. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down. A three-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. Sampson. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Branch with a catch. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
It's a gain of 3. First down, Houston.
And now they'll shift things around. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a throw here out wide. He might be looking to throw this again. But the defense quick to read this. They bust in and drop him before he could take the shot downfield. Dylan Sampson, the intended target. But now it's 3rd down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. From the gun on 3rd down, Green. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Open man is Branch. He's got it. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Give to Hall running right. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, you've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
This quarterback now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. They're going to look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
A 47-yard attempt.
And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back, because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
19 tight, 19 tight.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
Here we go. He's 70 range. It's set. Let him go. Lead. Tracking 60. 60 ball catch. 60 ball. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now they'll change things around before the snap. To throw is Green. Off play action. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Let's go now. 70 line. Cut 19. Cut 19. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
18 Cardinals. 18 Cardinals. Warriors 17. 19.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters, and this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
19 Tiger. 19 60 Bison. 60 Bison. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll swing this out to Sampson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Jets' 30-yard line.
Back to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Houston.
19 tight. 19 tight. Shot 50. Shot 50.
Back to throw. Green. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Deshaun Wright. And the Jets are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Down pass. Intercepted. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, CD, this is the ideal situation in the fourth quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
A loss of 7.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
At the 16-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Under pressure, they got him again. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Complete. This is Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Jets, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Houston, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.